Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Handle the Heat. I'm your host TK, and with me is none other than YouTuber, makeup artist, and social media influencer Mbali Cherrified Graham. Mbali, welcome to the show.
Thank you, TK.
Welcome. So how do you like your hot food?
I like it hot.
You like it hot?
Just hot.
Are you good though with spicy food?
I am good with spicy food. It's my favorite. It's my preference.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a little worried because this is a lot. There's a lot of hot.
Well, we're gonna put it to the test now.
Okay.
In case you don't know, we're in 4th Avenue, 27 boxes in Melville. These guys have the littest of wings. Please make sure you get here. It is fire. So we're gonna get into the first wing, and the first wing is seasoned or sourced by their own Have Wings.
This looks delicious, though.
It's pretty nice. It's
Is
pretty
it?
nice. So I hope it doesn't hit you from the get-go. Listen, you're welcome to
No
bow out at any given time, but as far as I know,
I'm not a quitter.
there you go, you're not a quitter. Okay, that sounds right. You have milk, you have water. If ever it gets too hot, take the water first.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't work the other way around.
You
Doesn't
will
milk?
enjoy the flavor.
Okay. This is a trap. You're trying to make sure that I die out quickly.
Would we ever lie to you? This is Have
No.
Wings.
Okay, cool.
You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Right. I like it.
Wow, you took a second dip? Oh, snap. I'm like, wow.
No.
Damn.
This is nice.
So tell me, you got into the social media game. When did you realize you can turn your page into an office?
This was probably after I did my first photo shoot with, I can't tell you her name, but she put me out there. You might know which photos I'm referring to. I was out here in a bodysuit and I was killing it. And from there I started getting gigs. These were actually modeling gigs. But obviously people had seen me through my social media because I put those pictures up on Instagram and Twitter. And I was like, okay, this could be a thing, why not? And yeah.
Okay, but now what would you say is the difference between a lady who just has a frivolous lifestyle, they're out there and about doing all the nice things, all the fun things, they posting everything a social media influencer would post, but they don't title themselves an influencer. So what's the real difference? Is it followers? Is it the lifestyle?
I don't even think it's followers. I feel like it's your aim when you post something. I mean, like you're saying, if I could be at every party, but what exactly am I doing there? What am I taking from being at every party? What am I contributing, or what is it exactly that I'm doing? It's one thing to just be there. If I have guest lists to a specific place every weekend, that's great, but what am I doing there? Is it making an impact? Does it go with my brand, for instance? I mean, I don't want to be seen at the club every weekend if I have no business being there. It makes absolutely no sense. Why not invest my time into something that goes along with my brand? If it means I'm trying to be a club promoter, then hey, it makes all the difference. I'm there, I'm making sure I get to know the right people, I'm meeting the right people, I'm networking.
So what comes first? Is it the makeup artistry? Is it being a social media influencer? I mean, you and I met when you were doing an Avon activation. Yeah. Shout out Avon.
Yes.
I'm dropping your name in. But you've handled some big brands. So what's priority for you? Is it makeup, or let's ask this. What is first passion? Is it makeup, being a social media influencer, or being a vlogger?
Being a social media influencer, because that's more my life. Makeup artistry, I always have to correct people and say I'm a makeup enthusiast, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't want to take the term away from people who actually studied how to do makeup. I just enjoy makeup. I learned how to do makeup on YouTube and I was like, look, this is really great, let me try myself out. So I enjoy makeup. Yes, I will do it I'll do your face if you feel okay, I saw Cherry, she's not too bad, I want to book her, that's great. But I'm not going to put myself out there fully as a makeup artist because that's not my passion, and I'm very big on passion. If that's what I'm saying, for me, social media influencing, because I tend to find myself in spaces where it doesn't even feel like a job anymore. If I'm posting about something, that's probably because I genuinely enjoy the product or the brand, and that's how it started. In fact, that's how I got singled out. I used to follow a whole lot of these girls. Twiggy was one of the people that I used to look at. Nandi and Yoliswa, the sisters, they like 3 sisters who were like a big deal back then, still are right now because they're very consistent in the content that they deliver. And I used to just tag brands. I love Mr. Price. I did something with Mr. Price.
Pause, whoa, wait, hold on. You love what?
Mr. Price. And that's what
very interesting.
Because that's what I could afford at the time, and I would tag them. And next thing you knew, I got Cedric, Everyday People Stories. He called me up and said, I'm doing something with Mr. Price. I'm going to give you a voucher, and you can go shopping, and we're going to do a shoot with that. And like for me, I was at the time, obviously, because getting paid for posting on Instagram wasn't such a big deal, especially with the following I had. Yeah. But I was like, brands that I would go and buy with my own money are looking at me now to say, listen, we want you to create looks with X amount, go crazy, let's see what you come up with. Those pictures went viral, and somebody actually told me they spotted a picture back home in Nelspruit. I never saw any of them in Gauteng, but that counts for something. If someone can say, I saw your picture. Do you know what I mean?
I see you. Okay, you ready to get into the next wing?
Yeah, let's do it.
I can't allow you to relax for the next wing. I need it to step up.
Okay, let's go.
We're about to get into the brilliant brown.
Is this what they call it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it to the top.
Let's go.
It looks good though. It looks like marinade.
It's a good breakfast sauce.
This is good.
So there's a video that went out a few weeks ago from Prince E. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's an activist / poet, writer, and he recently put out a video, and he sent a message to all the social media influencers saying, okay, we understand your life, we understand your job, but what we want to know is, what are you influencing as a social media influencer? So he was trying to ask people, are you influencing people to be better? Or are you influencing people to be worse? Are you influencing people to hate themselves more and decorate what they hate? Or are you influencing people to go do this, take it to the top, live your dream? How do you balance two? How have you as a social media influencer said, I'm gonna make sure I make this brand what it is, but I'm gonna make sure it stands on the values I stand for?
I think this for me connects very much to something that I mentioned to you earlier, where I said, if I don't connect with a specific brand, I'm not going to do it. And if you look at my Instagram, if you look at my lifestyle, I'm not here sitting in a 5-star hotel room popping champagne that I can't pronounce, because that's not who I am. When I step outside of my Instagram, and I go to a store, I'm literally buying things that I know I can afford, and people will be like, okay, no, this is genuine. I'm currently working with The Fix, I'm currently working with Edgar's Free to Be You, and those are brands that someone can say, oh no, I've seen Cherry in that, as opposed to posting on my Instagram pictures of Gucci, LV. I can't afford those. I mean, sure, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing that, but it's more what's in line with me and the person that I am. Eventually one day I'm going to afford Gucci and I'm going to start posting it, but for now I'm keeping it here, because that's why I'm working, so I can better myself as an individual. So I feel like if you're following me, or if I'm at a specific place, or I'm doing certain things, it's because this is really who I am, and it's in line with my values, like you said. But I wouldn't want to live a life that's not mine, because
True.
That's hard.
So you basically say Mbali Cherrified brand is not just an influencer, but is also authentic.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Do you have a slogan for your name?
Why? I don't have a slogan for. Okay, look, I do. I mean,
you gotta be very careful, because the name Cherrified has a lot of connotations.
It really does, and like.
And your logo on top of that.
Someone actually, one of these naughty guys on my Twitter today said, because I've now relaunched my YouTube channel and I'm calling it Chasing Cherry, because I don't want it to be just focused on beauty. Beauty and the common stuff that people would normally do. I do a lot of events, so I'm gonna give my people a lot of vlogs. So this one guy said, imagine if you called your show The Cherry on Top. And that's because that was my Twitter name once upon a time, okay? Yes, but this is a family show, so we're chasing cherry, not the cherry on top. But I mean, one day I'm gonna give you guys an exclusive of the cherry on top.
We're ready for that. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, let's go.
Sriracha.
Okay.
I like it.
It's got a sting, but it's good.
So, team hip hop, team house. Pick one.
I'm laughing because it's a bit of both. I really like house lately. I think also because I've been spending lots of time in Pretoria.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from Pumalanga. I'm an MP girl. I'm from the. It's not the village. I'm
Home
lying.
of the Bundus.
Yeah, like literally, I'm from the Bundus. Yeah, that's home. Grew up in Hazyview, small town called Hazyview. Went to school in Nelspruit. That's why some people would say, "Oh no, you're from Nelspruit." No, I'm not. I just went to school there, and ended up here. City of Gold, because I'm searching for it, and yeah, but exactly that too. So, but I've been spending a lot of time in Pretoria. I became familiar with house / amapiano when I was dating a DJ from the south. A DJ from the south, and then I dated someone from Pretoria, and yeah, that was great. Push us korokoro.
So because of that, you team house.
Yes.
Okay, I like that. Okay, we see that. So you went to MGI, and ironically, you studied law,
BCom law,
and you became a social media influencer.
Boy, I know.
That kind of works, though.
I mean, I guess you can balance your books, and you know how to protect yourself, and all that extra stuff. But obviously, I think when you're straight out of high school, and in fact, when you're applying for varsity, you're under pressure to make a decision right there and then. And I gravitated more towards BCom law because I wasn't accepted for law, which is initially my first choice.
I was accepted for law, by the way.
Hey now. I wasn't accepted for law, but I was accepted for BCom, which I was like, okay, whatever, it's close enough, let me just do it. Went to MGI, did it for a bit. I think even in my first year, I was like, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I'm here, and my mom is really like, she's excited, let me just do this whole thing. But obviously life happened, circumstances, the fees were too high, she couldn't afford it because my parents have split, and I was like, okay, you know what, it's okay.
How do you bridge the gap between not studying and pursuing your dreams, and studying because, well, the parents, the generation above us fought for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And to some degree, as important as it is, it's maybe not important to you.
Okay.
Did you have that kind of fight, that kind of battle in you?
You know what the thing is? I feel like we're obviously different as individuals. Some people could never make it in real life without a degree, and some of us are just. My best friend tells me all the time. She's just like, dude, you don't even have to do this. Like, I know you want to go back and finish, but you really don't have to do this. You've got this whole life thing figured out. Because she looks at me and how much I've achieved in the same years that she was at school, and she's like, dude, I was in school for 4 years trying to get one degree. You've achieved so many things. You've worked in so many different industries. Why not? So I think if when you know yourself and you know your capabilities and how much potential you've got, then that's completely different. I think I'm very fortunate that my mom was supportive and she listened to me. I said to her, you have to trust me. School isn't working out for both you and I. You can't afford it. I don't know how I'm going to make it work. But what I do know is I'm good with people and I'm not afraid of the world. But all I need is your blessing. So when I say this is what I'm doing, I need you to trust me as opposed to, yeah, but I have a plan. So just trust me. And that's how I made it work. But like I said, we're different.
Okay, so you're ready to get into Mbali?
Yeah.
Touch your face. Do not touch your eyes.
Woo! Mbali's at a cake.
You're doing alright though. You look like you're holding it down.
Ooh, boy. Okay.
So we did a deep dive in your social media accounts.
Oh, did you?
And you got some explaining to do. So, we just want some context. Give us understanding. Tell us where you were. What was going on in your life. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so can you explain all these job titles you've done?
Oh, you were scaring me like this hot sauce. Ooh. You too, hey. Okay. Philip Morris International. We used to call it PMI. This was actually my first job in the city. I used to work as a sales hostess. They manufacture tobacco cigarettes. Why am I crying? They manufacture tobacco cigarettes, and I did that for about a year almost. And that was great, I guess. In the beginning, obviously, because the job was fun. They used to take us to these cool places. When I moved from Midrand to Johannesburg.
Sorry, I love how the sauce is making you look emotional. Like it's my first job.
And I don't get it. But I guess this makes sense for this segment. And yeah, look, wow. It's mango. Why is it so hot? Jesus, guys. Okay. And I did this job for like about a year. It was very fun. This was the first time I went to Kong, actually. And no, I'm lying. It wasn't the first time, but then I went to Kong as a party girl, and then I started working for PMI, and I had to go to Kong as a working girl. I was selling cigarettes to the same guys who used to mac on me when I was not a working girl. I don't know if that makes sense. So that was exciting. I did it, and then eventually I decided I need to grow. So that's when I left, and then what came after.
Okay. Now, you're in front of a Durex cover. I'm sure we'll know Durex is, right?
That was a couch inside Kong in the ladies' bathroom.
The people want to know.
Please, is this going to pop up on the screen? I can explain. Yeah. Guys, I think the ladies know. That's why I'm saying I used to go to Kong as a party girl, and then I started working. So, which year was this? Tell me. 2013. See, I was the first year. I didn't know better. All I knew was I'm going to Kong, gonna have a good time. And I just saw this pretty couch. This is where a lot of the girls would like wait in line to use the ladies. And I was like, friend, take a picture. Durex, come on.
Now we know why you're not a mother. And the last post. You said in 2012, my husband and I are getting
are getting an old lady for a helper. For obvious reasons.
We want to know why.
Who wants a young spring chicken cherry for a helper? Because come on, bro.
But the very next day said if you can, it's so hot.
If you put it down right, like the way I want to pay your culture. These are lyrics. Can I just say, these are song lyrics. Maybe we can fall in love. I forgot which artist this is, but these were lyrics. And I don't know why I would say this. Oh, you see, Facebook. How did you find my Facebook?
Are you complimenting our research?
Oh my word. Yeah, those are song lyrics, I swear. I was in matric. What?
So we hope. Where were you? Were you dating someone?
Did I date in matric? I did date in matric. I think I did.
The school of LHS.
Lowfield High School. Yeah, I actually miss that place. No, I really do. Like, life is so easy.
Well, you got to Mbali and explaining.
Yeah.
You got the answers. You ready for the second last one? This is a brand new sauce of the show. It is called Caribbean Bloodfire. I haven't tasted it either.
Babe.
Are you ready?
Okay, yeah, let's go. And this is like a thick ass wing.
It's hot.
It is, but it's better than Mbali. It really is. It's got a kick, but not as bad as this one. This should be here. But anyway, I'm just sweating because Mbali.
As a makeup artist and social media influencer, who are the top 3 people you would want to make up for? Or, well, I guess if you do makeup for a big name, the brand will probably chase you.
Yeah.
So which cosmetics would you want to, love to do makeup for, and who would you do it with?
I really like Benefits Cosmetics. I like their products. It sucks that we can't get them in SA, but from what I've seen, because I'm on YouTube, one of the girls that actually inspired me to start YouTube, Alyssa Forever, she stays in LA now. Yeah, she's in LA. She uses a lot of Benefit stuff, and I think I really like their campaigns, the things that they do. I've seen them work with a couple of local makeup artists that I know personally as well. I think if a brand is willing to invest in someone that they deem has potential like that, why are you crying? I don't know you like makeup this much.
I'm listening to this conversation.
But like I said, if somebody is willing to invest that much into somebody, then that just goes to show how they're willing to grow with you as an individual as well. I mean, they could always pick established makeup artists, but they're going for your girl next doors, who also just sort of started makeup not knowing that this is probably going to be their future. They just love makeup. NYX, or also known as NYX Cosmetics, I use a lot of their products. Love them a lot. I just feel like they may have like some favoritism, which sucks. I don't have the numbers that Mihlali has. So, so NYX, hit me up, okay? I love you guys. Like, I love you guys. I splurge a lot on you guys. And you said three cosmetic companies, right? The other one is a drugstore brand, LA Girl Cosmetics, because you get it from drugstores, Clicks, Discam. It's accessible. The products are really good. I feel like they retail for, very affordable prices, and that just makes a product like anybody can use it, which is great. That's what we want, and I think I'm that type of girl. So yeah, who would I want to work with? Definitely, okay, I'm gonna mention a makeup artist that I look up to, local, Precious Kaba, because she actually did my face when I used to do music videos with Studio Space. She used to do a lot of our makeup. I loved her work. I love the work that she's still doing right now. The people that she works with are amazing. And who would I do makeup on? Gigi Lemaine, she's a tomboy like myself, and in fact Rouge is also a tomboy. I just realized that it's for the same reasons. So I feel like the looks that I would typically enjoy, they would as well. I would like to do something on someone that I can do on myself as well. But obviously I'm always up for a challenge every now and then. But those are the two people that I can think of off the top of my head, because yeah.
All right, Mbali, you made it through to the final round.
I struggled, but yeah.
With lethally hot snot love. You ready?
Guys, it's in a smaller bottle. It's in a smaller bottle. That's how you know. Oh my God. Okay, let's do this.
Well done.
Have you made it to this level?
Always.
Don't just say this because it's your job.
It hurts though.
First of all, I didn't get to chew that one chunk of meat that went down my throat. Your milk is done.
It's done. It hurts.
Okay.
So tell people where we can get a hold of you. Thank you for coming to the show.
Okay, guys. I am on Facebook, which you found, Mbali Cherry Graham. Instagram, Cherrified_, and my favorite platform is Twitter, because that's like literally day-to-day interactions. That's Cherry01, and yeah, man, just.
What's the future looking like? Talk to us. What are you up to?
There is a lot. I just rebranded, by the way, so I'm actually under management now. I used to manage myself, which was crazy. Don't do it. Like these hot wings, just don't do it. But I'm really trying to position myself in such a way that I get to work with some really established brands. I'm trying to, if I can just find myself.
She's struggling right now, it's so hard.
It really is. And I feel like my nose, everything. Ooh. If I could just find like a show, man, get a nice presenting gig, kill that for a bit, get to travel. I'm really trying to travel as well. Maybe get that on television too. I've had a lot of people give me empty promises, but guys, I'm hardworking. I can take hot wings to the highest level. And yeah, look, man. Woo! My lips are